Hey everyone, it is High here with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be discussing the details for the brand new Dual Dokkan Festival exclusives PIKKON and Janemba, and then the new Prime Battle BABIDI and Majin Buu. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff, and always a shout out to DBZ Space and the Dokkan Wiki for info and images provided, and an additional huge shout out to Goresh for all the translations for all this information here. So their links will be placed in the description below, so make sure you follow them and check them out. So let's go ahead and jump into these three units here. First and foremost, let's start off with PIKKON. PIKKON, I was incorrect. I thought it was going to be a physical unit, but my secondary guess was an AGL unit here. So this is the unit. It is a PIKKON Righteous Heart defending Otherworld, and an interesting leader skill. It's 170% across the board. It has a new category, Connected Aspirations. We don't know yet because we don't have the data download for the units that's going to be on there, but I would assume it's gonna, have to have some Goku Angels and Goku Vegetas on there because it's going to be part of the unit super attack I'll talk about in a second. But the key thing here, it is the secondary leader skill. It's super class, key plus 330% across the board. So there you go. This is the highest class type leader that we have in the game at 130%. So it's not mono, it is class type. And it's good to see it. So super class, key plus 330%. You can run a multitude of different teams with that secondary leader skill. So the super attack here is the burning shot. Greatly raises attack for one turn only. It doesn't stack. Causes immense damage and greatly lowers attack, which actually that's really nice. The unit super attack I kind of mentioned a little bit already, but it is the Otherworld Master and the Fusion Warrior. That's Gogeta, of course. Greatly raises attack for one turn and causes immense damage to enemy. Effective against all types and greatly lowers attack. So it adds that Gogeta dynamic right in there. And to activate it, you need to have a Angel Goku or an Angel Vegeta attacking in the same turn. So there's actually not that, I guess there's a chunk of Angel Gokus, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 2, and Super Saiyan 1, and then base form. And then Vegeta, you have Super Saiyan 1, I believe. Yeah, Super Saiyan 1, which would be the physical LR Vegeta. And then you have, of course, the Super Saiyan 2 LR Vegeta as the angel there. And then the grouping between the two, right? You have Gogeta, LR OG Gogeta, and Super Vegito, which has an Angel Vegeta, or it's going to be a Goku and Angel Vegeta. So I guess there's some decent options that you can run. Be interesting to see, and I'm guessing it has to be on Connect Aspirations, but I guess it doesn't have to be because Super Class Key plus 330% across the board. You can run any of those. So anyway, but yeah, nice little super attack there. Would have been nice to see a little extra boost, like 20-30% or something like that, but effective against all types is beneficial. So the passive here, really nice passive, attack and defense 150% straight out. Boom, there you go. Then this is actually a non-category passive support skill. It's super class, all super class, key plus 2, attack and defense 30%. So in a sense, this turns into one of the best super class support units in the game, being that it has an amazing passive skill. So whatever category it's gone, it's going to be best in class when it comes to the support unit. So to activate the super class key plus 2 allies attack and defense 30%, it's really only when you're collecting 3 or more key type spheres. So more, 3 more spheres is what you need to grab. Now it seems like you have to do this in the first position to activate for everyone else. So there's a little bit of limitation versus like a normal support where you put it in the 3rd slot. This is, generally speaking, you're going to run them in the 1st slot to buff everyone else remaining. So, and then also gain an additional key plus 4 and a high chance to evade enemies attack and seal. Which is crazy. Enemy super attack when collecting a rainbow key. That's it. One rainbow key sphere gives you plus 4 to key, high chance to evade enemies attack, and sealing. That's outrageous for one rainbow key sphere. So I would think they would have made it hard, like 2 or 3, but there you go. So you need to collect 3 type key spheres and then a rainbow key sphere, and you max everything out. You get all the buffs, and you're definitely going to run this unit in the first position. So there's an active skill that goes along with this as well. So it's the greatest master in Otherworld. So it's able to be used 4 turns from the start of the battle when there's one enemy whose HP is 50% or higher, once only. And it's a skips 1 targeted enemy's attacking turn. So like a Ghost Usher, but it's per the enemy, but there's only going to be 1 enemy. So they should have just said skips enemy's attacking turn, since you can only activate this when there's 1 enemy. So anyway, so yeah, it's basically a free Ghost Usher for that attacked enemy. But once again, I would figure that it has to be in the first position. That's going to benefit it the most, right? So yeah, best used PIKKON is going to be in the first slot. The links: Supreme Warrior, Gentleman, Experienced Fighter, Shocking Speed, which is good for AGL, Cold Judgment, Otherworld, Warrior, and Fierce Battle. So it works. And then categories: you got the Connected Aspirations, which we don't know what that is yet. Movie Heroes, that's a nice buff there. Worthy Rivals, great. Otherworld Warriors, great. Saviors, and Battle of Wits. So I would think, let's see, Movie Heroes, do we have Angel, Goku, and Vegeta? Yes, that's the physical Gogeta in a sense, the OG Gogeta LR. Then you have Worthy Rivals. I'm guessing it's Vegeta. You can run that one. Otherworld Warriors would be for both, right? Any one of those could be run there. Saviors, I'm trying to think if Goku, Angel, or Vegeta's in Saviors. I'm not sure. And then of course Battle of Wits, it's going to be Super Vegito. So LR Super Vegito, the new one, the STR one. So all works out, but really solid unit. I'm very interested in seeing the whole dynamic of it. It's going to be very powerful, and yeah, pretty hyped there. So let's go ahead and move on to the Janemba. So Janemba is extreme tech, so we guessed that correctly, and that was what we were hoping for anyway, but it's the only Janemba we don't have in the type advantage. So the leader skill is Mind and Body Erosion. Okay, so I'm not too sure what that is. Key plus 3, HP and attack fits 170% across the board again, and then this is in a sense the opposite of PIKKON. Extreme class, key plus 3, HP and attack fits 130%. That 130%, just remember this. Current LRs, the category 130 LRs, are all 130 for a category. These are super and extreme category, or super and extreme class, 130% across the board. So just imagine the diversity here. Passive skill is similar, but a little bit more difficult on Janemba to get the passive support here. It's attack and defense 120%, so a little less on the attack here. Oh, I'm sorry, the super attack is raises defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage to the enemy. So nothing, super. The PIKKON is much better because it also has a unit super attack. So the passive here, 120% attack and defense over start. Guard against all attacks, which that's what we expected for a Janemba. Extreme class allies, key plus 2 and attack and defense 30% support passive here if 4 or more key spheres are obtained, so a little bit harder there. And then reduce damage by 30% if you pick up 2 rainbow key spheres or more. So if you're not so if you pick up 2 key spheres or rainbow key spheres, 4 of them, so you have to in a sense get 6, right? 4 of them is going to be type key spheres. You're gonna get, and you're gonna get that defense 30%, damage reduction 30%. A defense is already 30%, and guard activates against all attacks. It's pretty ridiculous. So definitely defensive oriented for this unit here. It's still probably gonna do some decent damage, but for sure, a defense oriented when it's not transformed. When you transform, maybe it becomes a little bit crazy. So able to be activated once 5 attacks have been received. So I really like that. So you're gonna probably put this in the first or second position, get a whole bunch of attacks, and then have an active skill to go ahead and transform this unit here. And we'll talk about the Super Janemba in a second. So the links are the Innocence, More Than Meets the Eye, Metamorphosis, Master of Magic, Nightmare, Big Bad Bosses, and Fierce Battle. Should work there. Categories: Mind, Body Erosion, Movie Bosses, and Transformation Boost. I wish there was some way to add Janemba into more categories, because 3 is just really not that great. But anyway, when you transform, here you go, Super Janemba. Super attack here is the lightning rain shower, raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage to enemy. And then the passive, this is another transformed state where your attack and defense is 180%. So far that's Bojack, now Janemba, and Cooler at 180%. So pretty powerful here. And then you randomly changes one type of key sphere into another one. What? Wait a minute. Randomly changes one type of key sphere into either one type of key sphere or rainbow. Okay, there we go. So, and then gain an additional attack 40% when collecting 3 or more type key spheres and a high chance to evade enemy's attack. Evade enemy attack when collecting a rainbow key sphere. So, man, super strong here. So if you can collect 4 key spheres, that's three type and 1 rainbow, you're gonna get that additional 4. Now it's geared in a sense more toward the attack, right? So if you need offensive unit, you want to go ahead and use this. If you want a defensive unit, you're gonna not transform, right? So I like the versatility there, depending on what you're looking for when it comes to your unit and your character. So pretty awesome. Now let's go ahead and finish out the video by talking about the Prime Battle Babidi and Majin Buu Good. So this is a super physical unit, so that's great there. Here's the really great thing about this unit here. So this is huge for free-to-play players out there. It is a Majin Buu Saga Key plus 4 HP attack and defense 130%. So if you ever wanted, is this super or is this a super type or extreme type? Wait a minute. This is extreme type. Yeah, okay. So I should have, instead of putting Super Vegito, but yes, you can run Super Vegito, LR Super Vegito now as a Majin Buu Saga category team here, but yeah, you can't run it all in one class, but that's fine. But if you've been wanting to like maybe beat Majin Buu Saga, you know, at Super Battle Road or Extreme Super Battle Road on using Majin Buu Saga, you can do it now free to play using this unit and Super Vegito as a friend, right? So huge benefit there if you didn't pull LR Super Vegito to run a amazing Majin Buu Saga team. So the super attacks are the 12 key causes colossal damage and with a medium chance to seal super attacks with medium chance to stun. The 18 key causes mad colossal damage and medium chance to seal super attacks with a medium chance to stun. I really wish they didn't have chances to seal, right? It should just be, you know, be able to seal on there. So medium chance to seal, not very high. Passive skill is the Fear of Second Coming. Key plus 3, attack and defense 40,000. Pretty strong defensive boost there. Gains an additional key plus 3, attack and defense 30,000. Okay, this is going to be a pretty strong defensive unit. And then has all these little dynamics here. If the enemies who is attack down, defensive down, stunned, or sealed status perform an additional attack and has a medium chance to become a super attack and recover 5% HP at the end of the turn. Yeah, this is a great free-to-play unit. So start grinding that 777 medals, and yeah, I think this is overall done fairly well for where we are right now in the game. So links are Master of Magic, Thirst for Conquest, Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, Shattering Limit, Legendary Power, and then Majin Buu Saga, Join Forces, Terrifying Conquerors, and Humans Deeds is the category. So there you have it. 3 new units coming soon to JP. I will do a full breakdown on these 2 guys when the data download comes out and go into a little bit more in depth. But yeah, these are, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you hyped? Are you more hyped for PIKKON? Are you more hyped for Janemba? Or hey, you know what, you're free to play and you're just gonna grind your 777 on this Babidi Buu. So anyway, with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time.